Missing a train is only painful if you run after it. Likewise, not matching the idea of success others expect from you is only painful if that's what you are seeking. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Shortcuts make long delays. The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan, and guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Breathe, let go, and remind yourself that this very moment is the only one you know you have for sure. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. No matter how hard you kick, no matter how high you get, you can't go all the way around. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Life is a succession of lessons, which must be lived to be understood. The biggest lesson I had in my life was failure. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance the next time. A man must be big enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to profit from them, and strong enough to correct them. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. You don't have to let that one thing be the thing that defines you. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. You may not know in your mind where you are going, but you know it by doing. It's time to say goodbye, but I think goodbyes are sad, and I'd much rather say hello, hello to a new adventure. Life changes for the better when we realize that we don't have to know everything, and we don't have to pretend that we do. People tend to complicate their own lives, as if living weren't already complicated enough. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. The woman who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has ever been before. We still do not know 1,000% of what nature has revealed to us. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. The only real valuable thing is intuition. I believe in one thing, that only a life lived for others is a life worth living. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. The devil has put a penalty on all things we enjoy in life. Either we suffer in health, or we suffer in soul, or we get fat. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. If you do something too good, then, after a while, if you don't watch it, you start showing off, and then you're not as good anymore. If you don't understand Jesus, you can't understand his prayer. You never even hear any hints, dropped on a campus, that wisdom is supposed to be the goal of knowledge. This is God's universe, buddy, not yours, and he has the final say about what's ego and what isn't. Don't make someone a priority in your life when they don't do the same for you. Many men have been just as troubled morally and spiritually as you are right now. Happily, some of them kept records of their troubles. If a girl looks swell when she meets you, who gives a damn if she's late?